Testing. There we go. 1, 2, 3. What is going on? Hold on, my audio's low. Why is my audio so low? We are back. Sorry for the delay, y'all. Sorry for the delay. The empty ramp in front of us. We've been hit again, chat. VATSIM has banned us for like the 7th time, I think. Yesterday, we were flying a wonderful little group flight, and I don't know. I got a message from a supervisor saying, hey, the time is now. Please respond. So we responded. And then that was it. Finished our flight. Nothing wrong. Go to file the flight plan today. Account suspended. Took me a minute to log into that email because, of course, it's a burner. I'm not giving VATSIM personal data. I don't care what they say. And I will continue to do so. And I will tell it to their faces at the expo. But, yeah, logged into the email that was associated with that account. No email this time. So no email, no nothing, no request of ID, nothing. I wasn't even flying with a name visible. I was just flying with my VATSIM CID. So I don't know. What a joke. But we will continue. We will continue to use burners. As long as I have this channel, I will continue to burn VATSIM because their draconian leadership in 1998 what I'm trying to say, their implementation of their system is just ridiculous. Now, there are some good controllers, but for the most part, if I ever fly not streaming, I'd never use VATSIM. I don't really need it, but I do think it can be a good tool. I just think they're missing the mark. I think it could be so much better than it really is right now, but that's neither here nor there. So anyway, we're not going to let that ruin our day. We're going to be flying our 727. The reason for the delay, though, was because I actually already made another account, already got the test completed. However, for some reason, when I completed the test, I guess I completed it on the wrong another account that was wrong.
Morning, Cap. It's been a minute.
So I got to redo the test again.
This morning for
Who's
a grand
this?
latte. Owen, seeing the proud bird with golden tail is near and dear to my heart. Cheers.
Hey.
See ya at Expo.
All righty. Callie Simmer, thank you for the $10 bank angle check. I can't wait to see you at Expo, meet you at Expo. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of folks there. I can't wait to hang out and say hello to y'all. But Callie Simmer, thank you for the $10 bank angle check. I'm thinking, you know what? I'm thinking we might get the Neo. I'm thinking we might get the FS Labs Neo. Might need a little grande latte and get the Neo, do a Neo stream later this afternoon. We'll see what's really going on. I don't know. You guys have been asking me constantly. I've been getting constant messages, been getting emails saying, hey, you got to try the FS Labs Neo. I'm beginning to think it is my duty as a content creator and Airbus pilot that I should take a look at it. Despite being burned twice, maybe we'll do it. We'll see. We'll see how this stream goes. We're going to have some fun with the 727, but thank you again, Callie Simmer. If I do that second stream, I will be definitely picking up a grande latte. Very much appreciated. Hope you're having a wonderful morning out there on the West Coast, Best Coast in California. So I know we're late. We're going to skip the shout-outs. Let's get into firing up the 727. This is a recent update from FSS. I'm not quite sure what all has changed, but I can tell you right now that this livery from FS Cabral is fantastic. Now, we're under the clouds here, and we're at Hotel de Adobo at the default Chihuahua Airport where we left off. But once you see the sun shining on this gold here, it's awesome. We got the right amount of dirt on here. It is another very, very well done from FS Cabral, I believe, is who was the designer of this one. So look at all that choo-choo char smoke. I know, JJ. I know it, my man. So it's been a while since we've flown. So I got to kind of find my way around this aircraft. Hopefully we get her up and running. Captain McGee, thank you for the 22 months of support. Yes, it's your duty. All right. We'll see, Captain McGee. Thank you for the support, man. How's the passenger version of 7.2? I was busy with training, so I wasn't able to keep up. I love it, A-Rot. I mean, it's got the passenger cabin. We'll take a look at that, in cruise. But, I mean, it's the same airplane, really. It's just passenger cabin, right? So there's that. Let's go ahead and get the airplane fired up. We'll go ahead and get the battery switch on. I need to turn my sim sounds up a little bit. Sim sounds are coming up. Battery switch. We're going to go to an APU start, and then we'll get the APU running. We'll get electrics running because I don't think we're going to use the ground service card here at Chihuahua. All right, we'll go ahead and reset once, reset twice. Beautiful. We'll go on and start, please. APU is going to spool up. While that sucker spools up, let's pull out our situation here. Let's open the forward entry. Aft cargo and forward cargo doors, we'll open those up. Boarding stairs, I guess we'll set those. There we go. As the APU begins to spool up, clear the autopilot caution there. Once APU is stabilized, we'll go ahead and close. Did that close automatically? I think it did. That's interesting. The bus tie just closed automatically. That's weird. I didn't click it. All right. Let's get some lights on in here first and foremost. We need to get the fluorescent panel light. Yep, that's the juice. We need the left side, a little bit of map, a little bit of this, a little bit of this. Oh yeah, now we're getting there. We got to make our cockpit nice and cozy. I don't want the control stand light. Overhead panel though, we need to turn you up. There we go. Now we're looking good. Do a magic barrel ref while we're at it. Let's come over here to options. Make sure I have Siva, Imperial. That didn't. Nothing changed in here. Altimeters. Let's sync them all, please. Yeah, we'll sync all those. And then pre-flight, we need to download. That's us to Houston. 16 minutes. We'll go ahead and start loading all of those situations. All right. With all of that loading.
Bank angle.
Here's a little donation to offset the FS Labs Neo.
Who is that? I gotta go to my separate window, so it takes me a minute to see. Captain McGee, the $10 bank angle chip. Captain McGee, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Here's a little donation to offset the FS Labs Neo. You got it, Captain McGee. All right. I will do it, chat. I don't know if I'll have enough time today. I will try. I will try. We'll see how long this stream takes. Because here's the thing: binding controls and getting familiar with the FS Lab stuff might take me a minute. I will try to get it done today. I'll make you a promise. If it's not today, we'll do it tomorrow. But I will try to do. Maybe we'll do like a sneak peek stream. It'll probably be later in the day, maybe 5 o'clock or so. But it'll take a little minute. So I appreciate it, Captain McGee. Very, very kind of you, sir. All right, we'll get the fluorescent lights on. We still need to get these lights on. We need to get these lights on, these lights on. There we go. That all looks good. Let's go ahead and get the APU bleed on. Boom, boom. Packs are opening. We're going to 0 PSI. Why is that? Did they bork this again? No, that is correct. That's correct. Yeah, on shows 0 PSI, even though we have pressure to the system, but that is the flow to the cabin. Wonderful. All right, so up to the overhead here. Let's do a little test here. Boom, coming down, free gyro instrument comparator test. If you look, you'll see it light up. I couldn't drag my mouse down there. We'll leave anti-skid. Go ahead, turn you on. That's all looking good. Auto brace can stay off. Let's get the logo lights on, the navigation lights on. Arm the emergency exit lights. No smoking sign can come on. Fasten seatbelts off because we're fueling, so that stays off. Actually, yeah, no smoking would be on, I would imagine. Because we're fueling here. So that looks good. We need to also turn on our master avionics switches. We got master switch 1 and 2. Those are now online. And now we'll go ahead and get this set up here for some INS entry. We only have about 4 or 5 waypoints. Shouldn't take too long. JJ Stevens, thank you for the $15 super chat, my man. Appreciate you. Here's $15 towards the Neo. Make sure to try the PA system. You will love it. JJ, I am familiar with the PA system from the FS or P3D days. But I will definitely take full advantage. Thank you so much for the $15 super chat, man. Appreciate you. Very, very kind. I know you've been answering to see me do some Neo stuff. AJ Funari, thanks for the $3 super chat. Free Alvin Johnston. Free Alvin Johnston. Amen to that, AJ Funari. Appreciate you. Free Alvin Johnston. Let's see. Exclamation point route. There you go. Beautiful. All right. I want to check. Let's do our fancy INS navigation. It's actually a nice morning here. Let's go ahead and get the windows open. And let's go ahead and bring this tablet here. And then we're going to bring you here. Wait, how do I bring you to the download? How do I move it? JJ, how did we move it to the special spot? I thought we used to click... That's the flight plan. Didn't we used to be able to click this over here somewhere? Can we not do that anymore? We used to be able to move our flight plan over to the console. Which was so cool. It doesn't allow us. That's the other clipboard? Oh, was it? No? No, this one in here is checklist. You used to be able to bring that clipboard to here, and then from here to the front. Not that, by the pedestal. No, that one doesn't go down there. No. This one doesn't go down there, because this one doesn't have our flight plan. No, you guys are wrong, trust me. I remember. Did they get rid of that feature? Yeah, because this is your flight planned clipboard. Watch this. Well, now I can't even bring it out. Yeah, now it's bugged. It's right above the fire handles. Oh, they added a new one. Nope, that's not it. Oh, now I just click something. No. Oh, jeez. Nope. Scratch that. They borked it. I promise you used to be able to bring the aft clipboard with the flight plan to right here. Yeah, you guys are all wrong. Again. JBS Travels, thank you for the $5 super chat, man. Appreciate you. Did someone order meatballs? Thank you, man, for the $5 super chat. Very, very kind. Let's go ahead and get the pause in here. Position initialization. And I got to open up my other window now because FSS took away one of the coolest features they had. Go figure. Come on, man. Where's Carson when I need him? Come on, Carson. Unacceptable. All right. Mike Charlie uniform located north 2842.1. Insert west 10557.7. Insert. That is our pause, right? So now we go over here, desired track status. We'll put you into the alignment phase, and it will start aligning. With that done, we'll go to waypoint 1. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waypoints to plug in. So here we go. Waypoint 1 is Axipa, located north 2815.5. 2815.5. Insert west 104.44.4. Insert. Beautiful. Waypoint 2 is Papa November Golf. This is a VOR, so we'll be able to verify that we're not screwing ourselves on this one here. Located north 2837.9. Insert. West 132.3. Insert. There's a battery test on light. That's normal. Yep, 100% CV1 enter waypoints in with the feature. Yeah, you used to be able to bring the flight plan right here next to you, and you could enter waypoints, and that's when I would always say, hey, you guys are just as responsible as I am. But apparently that no longer is functioning, which is extremely disappointing because I honestly thought that was a very, very cool little feature. Anyway, Iceman is waypoint 3, located north 2835.0. Insert west 9820.1. So if we end up off course on this one, I'm going to blame FSS. Yeehaw! This is going into Houston down there. Yeehaw intersection located north 2833.8. Insert west 9737.1. Insert. I hope I did that one right. 9737? 9737.1. Yep, checks out. Waypoint 5 is Victoria. This is where we're going to start the non-RNAV arrival. There's only like 2 or 3 arrivals we could fly into Houston that are non-RNAV. Victoria is located north 2854. And I'm getting these waypoints, decimal 0. I'm getting these waypoints from SkyVector Navlog. If you want to get your nav log. If you don't have SimBrief, or maybe you're not using SimBrief, for some reason I just like the way the SkyVector nav log outlines everything. So I put my flight plan into SkyVector, then I click on the nav log, and then that's where I have the coordinates here. So the west coordinates are located 9658.7, and waypoint 6 will be our destination. We'll just throw this in here. Houston located north 2959.0, and insert west 2959.0 west 9520.4. Insert. Beautiful. All 6 waypoints. We'll put waypoint 1 in there. See our desired track status. It is counting down, so we're going the right direction. We are going the right direction. With that all said and done, let's go back over here to the flight engineer panel. Let's come down here and let's do some checks. We'll go ahead and we'll start. I'm actually going to kind of reset everything. We're going to go rise. That's TR1. We'll actually put you on essential TR. We got galley power 1 on. We're going to make some coffee. No ground power is connected. APU looks good. That's on APU. Fuel pumps. We'll get 1 in each tank here. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to do our transfer valve test. Make sure all lights open and extinguish. Boom, boom, boom. JJ says click the button to the right to move to the front. Right play button. Really? Hold on, I'll get there in a second. Let me try again. I thought I clicked it. We'll see. I'm going to go ahead and open up hydraulic system B, and then we're going to drop the DB Cooper door, which is where I'm going to kick all the VATSIM controllers out of. There they go. Just clicked yours and it worked. All right. Oh, look at that nice little... They got lights on the stairs now? Fancy. Fancy, fancy. All right, let's try that, JJ. So you bring this EFB, this flight plan here, okay? So this is download, nav, and now this one. It does bring it. Okay, so it does work. It does work. Disregard everything I said. I swear I clicked that one. Why would it be the play button? Interesting. But yeah, so here we go. I'm glad it worked. Thank you, JJ. Well, except now... What's going on here? Mine seems to be a bit buggy today. What is going on? Yeah. Can't be too close to it. Well, yeah, now I can't manipulate it. That's weird. Something is, yeah, forget it. We already imported them. Something is... Well, now I can't get rid of it. Oh, there we go. Alright. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. It's dead to me. Whatever they did broke it. It used to work perfectly. I'm salty today. I don't have time for BS. Whatever they did to it's not working as good as it used to. Alright. Let's make sure we got our proper weights. This is all loading. This is all live time, so we're going to wait until we're finished loading. And then for takeoff, the ICAO was Mike Charlie uniform. We'll get this set up. We'll plan 18 right for departure. Flaps 15. We'll sync the weather. And I'm not going to set EPR and trim or anything yet because we still need to wait for our weights to finish loading. But we'll also come here. Let's put in Mike Charlie uniform. This still works. That's good. We'll put up the taxi page. We don't actually need anything other than Mike Charlie uniform taxi page because we're not doing any SIDS out of here. 18 left departures. They don't not do 18 right departures? Okay, we'll plan 18 left departures. Departures 18 left. What do we got today? So we are trying to get out to Axel, which is not on any of this. So what we will do is we will just fly this arc. Let's just join a 14 DME arc since we don't have any ATC to worry about because they're a bunch of draconian boomers. So we'll put in Chihuahua 114.2. And then we will do our own DME arc and then we'll go nav INS off of that. So 114.2 in nav 1. Looks like we just picked it up for DME. And we're going to shoot off 183. We'll just set course 183 for the runway. This is a weird looking Airbus. What's going on, Captain Canada? Hey, man, the chat, they have been begging for days for me to try the Neo. Against all my better judgment, especially after watching that banger of a stream you had the other night, man. I might have to try it. But, dude, that stream was so funny. That was quite the entertainment the other night, man, on that FS Labs Airbus. I'm glad your sim is back to working, though. I'm glad your sim is back to working. Yeah, it's against my will, that is for sure. Wingnut, thanks for the $2 super chat, man. What's going on, dude? Is this enough to bail you out of Vatson jail? Thanks for the $2 super chat. Again, I don't know, man. So I was thinking of just doing the whole test online live, you know. I'm sure that'll go over well. What's weird, though, is I guess one of my other accounts, I guess I didn't have the test done or whatever, so I was doing all the testing. It takes like 15 minutes to click through all the content, and then I took the test and I realized it was on the wrong account, so got to do it again. I think he skipped jail, went straight to prison. I know. Thanks, Wignut. Appreciate the $2 super chat, man. All right. Oh, also, we still have a hydraulic pump on. That's not good. We'll go ahead and turn that off. Let's go ahead and turn that hydraulic pump off while we're sitting here. So hydraulic A will come off. We got our fuel tank pumps are set. We are, as far as the loading process is concerned, pre-flight is 1 minute left. So 1 minute left. We'll set our top altitude of flight level 320. You still planning an expo with this? Must grab beverages. So Captain Canada, my man, absolutely, dude. I come in Friday late afternoon or so. I'm gonna rent a car, drive over there, and then yeah, I'll be there all day Saturday, man. I'll be there all day Saturday, so I'd love to meet you and get a drink, man, if possible. So I look forward to it. My first one, my first expo. Never been, don't know what to expect. I'm just gonna kind of roll with it and have fun. So should be good. Let's see, what were we doing? We were, oh yeah, filed altitude, 31 thou. 31,000 feet is set. We got no ATC, so we're gonna squawk 2,000, just out of good habits. 2,000 is set, throw you on TARA. Here's for the proper Neo that won't get you text.exe. Thank you, Eastern T3, for the 10-pound super chat, man. I appreciate you. Very, very kind, my man. Well, we're definitely still waiting for the proper Neo. There's no doubt about it. I can't wait for the Fenix Neo, but who knows, man? Maybe it'll work out. We'll see. Thank you, Eastern T3. Appreciate you. John G with a $5 super chat. Thank you. Whenever V1 brings out the MD-80 or a 727, I get nervous. We're gonna die. Oh my gosh. No, we're fine. We are 727 professionals, John G. Listen, the MD-80. How fitting is it though? How fitting is it? The first ever like real crash was the MD-80. Like, gosh, that airplane is such an abusive relationship. It is such an abusive relationship. But I love it. I'm having fun with it. The 727 has been much more kind to me. It's been much more kind to me. We have had some issues, but it's been kind to me. All right, loading is complete. So gross weight 163.1. Now we go to our takeoff data here. We'll go ahead and reset this. So winds 250, 3024, 18 left. 18 left. Flaps 15 for max juice. Max runway takeoff weight 165.4. We are 163, so we're 2,000 under max. That looks good. We'll set EPR and trim. We'll set speeds. Why didn't my trim wheel move? What's going on? Huh. Chat? What's going on here? Weird. I'm slightly concerned. I'm slightly concerned. I got no flight control movement. Alright, we'll go align nav. Distance time waypoint 1. Let's go ahead and configure for the start. We'll get the probe heaters on. Let's get the beacon light on. We'll get the seatbelt sights coming on. Galley power's coming off. Close these. Get start pressure up and running. Flight level 310 is set. If we lose automatic pressurization at 31, we need to set 4.1 in the standby. 4.1 is set. JJ, thanks for the $2 super. Go flush the toilet for VATSIM. What, is there a toilet flush now? Hold on, I'm confirming that my I'm going to disconnect and reconnect the yoke here because I'm a little bit nervous. So I've got no yoke movement or trim in the sim. Alright. Thank you, JJ. Appreciate that. Let's close up the windows. I guess while we go back here to the lab, can we close the door right here with the click spot? I'm actually not sure. Oh, the stairs are in the way. Oh, no. There you go. I was going to say the stairs are in the way. Door's closed. Plug style door. Love that. I'm going to hit the loo here real quick before we get started. Excuse me. Excuse me. Wow. What was I saying yesterday? Always close the lid before you flush the toilet on an airplane. Trust me. Now, the problem is we have all these fancy toilet animations, but we don't have soap or, wow, you can even lock it? Does it show? Well, that shows unoccupied. Oh my gosh, look at that. That is crazy. We don't have soap or sinks. That's not good. All right, so no smoking in lab. We're done. Are y'all ready? Let's get out of here. I just hit the wrong button for live time. Live weather, live time. There we go. All set up, ready to go. Zach, thank you for the $2 super chat. VATSIM boycott win. Oh my goodness. I know it. All right, I don't know why I have no yoke movement. So no trim, nothing. Maybe let's just start up and see what happens. The course knob is working, so my Bravo's connected. The throttles are moving. That's working. We're going to find out here. Is the Fenix app running? Nope. Nope, Fenix app is not running. Nothing is running other than what's supposed to be running. So let's go ahead and fire it up. We are good for start. We're going to do a power back. Let's go ahead and get rid of this thing here. How do we get you back to the... No, I don't want you over there. Alright, screw it. I'm losing my patience with this already. That's not good. Alright, here we go. Let's ground 3. Oh, we still got the doors open. Rage quit inbound. It's possible. 20%. Fuel on. While that's doing that, let me close up some additional things here. Number 3 is up and running. Let's go number 2. Rotation. Fuel. Low oil is out. There's the light off. Ah, now we gotta run it. Maybe we just need hydraulic power to move the flight controls? We need a number 2 hydraulic to move the flight controls? Alright, all systems good. That's good. I heard the trim moving. I thought you could move the flight controls without hydraulics in the 727. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? I thought you could move the flight controls without hydraulics in the 7. Surely you can. Alright, we got 2 good starts. Number 1, here we go. Oh, I think when you close the cover, yeah, I gotta hold it down. There she goes. No, it's not an Airbus, but it should be able to move. Yeah, you wouldn't have hydraulic assistance for sure. Oh, maybe there's a flight control for manual reversion? You might be right. Whatever it is, it's new. Because you used to be able to move them, at least in the FSS, you used to be able to move them and set trim prior to starting engines. There's the ITT rollback, engine stabilized. We got 3 good starts. We'll close that grounding switch over to the electrical panel. Let's go ahead and close generator 1. 1's for free. Gen 2. Sync. Gen 3. I went too far. Alright, galley power is connected. We get the bleeds and packs on. Engine 2 and APU bleed are coming off. Fuel tank pumps, remaining tanks are coming on. That's going to Gen 2, Gen 2. All looking good on the top. Fluorescent lights coming off. Hydraulic system A and B pumps are coming on. APU is going to spool down. We got 3 good starts. Alright, we're going to do a power back. So we're going to power back nose to the right. Brakes released. More juice. Here we go. Come on. Alright, reversers are stowed. Let's go ahead and reset the parking brake. Brakes are set. We're going flaps 15. Should have given you an ear warning on that, huh? My bad. Flight controls. Let's do it from up front. Let's actually verify. They are free and correct. That looks good. Let's also reset the takeoff trim because I'm not 100% sure. Set EPR and trim set speed. So VR 134, V2 135, 205 clean. Speeds are set. Flaps 15. Brakes released. Takeoff config is checked. Let's get out of here, chat. Taxi lights coming on. Chihuahua traffic. What are we? Continental 357. Taxi 18 left. Let's roll. Blackbird, what's going on, my man? Blackbird controls in the house. We are rocking the Blackbird control levers. Hey, Blackbird, I was going to ask you. I have 2 sets of 727 levers. One is light gray, one is dark gray. Is the light gray one the newer one? I'm pretty sure that's the last one you sent me, so that's what I'm rocking today. If you have the 727 and a Honeycomb Bravo, this is by far the most fun airplane to fly with Blackbird mods. I know he makes the 737, which are fantastic. He makes the 777, which is fantastic. In my personal opinion, there is something about flying the 3-holer with proper throttle mods. My favorite. My favorite. Dark gray became hard to source early in production. That's some of the oldest runs ever made. Okay, right on. Oh, so that maybe I should sign them and bring them to Expo then and give them away is what you're saying. Should I give away some redundant... I say redundant. Oh, you know what? I can't give them away because I use them for the 747. Disregard. I use it for the 747. Waiting on my 737 Blackbird controls to get delivered. Nice, LT. Sorry, Chad. I know I've been ignoring you there a lot, but this airplane is, it's, again, you've heard it before. It's a great airplane to fly, but it's not a great streaming airplane, especially during the cockpit prep. I'm so heads down trying to keep my mind on track. So I ignore the chat quite a lot there when we first get going. I do apologize, but it's going to be smoothing out now. We're going to try to find our way to 18 left. Now, this default airport... 18 left may not be attainable. We may have to take off 18 right. The flaps look good on this livery, don't they? Look, wingnut. I think those flaps look fantastic. They actually look like they came back a little bit, too. Use the co-pilot feature? Nah, that's for amateurs, JJ. That's for amateurs, my man. Magic Barrel ref is set. Everything else is set. Anti-skid is on. We're taxiing out. Transponder is set. Lights are set. We'll get ground flight here before we take the runway. Everything else is set. All right. Lego flaps? What are you talking about? Those flaps do not look like Lego flaps, dude. You need to get... I feel like this is even new. Little end piece there. I feel like we need to verify Wingnut's eyesight. Is this an approved taxiway? It is now, Dale. It is now, my man. Man, we really need a Chihuahua. Oh no, is this gonna just... I was gonna say, I hope this doesn't go off into the dirt. It's alright. The 727 was made for unimproved surfaces here, so... A little bit of dirt action here, never hurt anybody. Ooh, yeah. Now, I wanted to go to 18 left, so we're going to have to go down this hill and back taxi. I am pretty confident that this is not this sloped in real life. Hold on to those brakes. Nice and easy. Chihuahua traffic, Continental 357, back taxi 18 left via eastbound departure. Chihuahua traffic. Down the slide, nice and easy, nice and easy. There has a little turnaround spot for us right here. I even think the leading edge looks better. Maybe it's a livery thing. Doesn't that leading edge look good? It doesn't look so thin. It looks kind of chonky. All right, we'll get her lined up here using all available runway. We do have some rain out there, it appears, off the departure end. Oh, don't run out of juice. Come on. You crank that nose wheel all the way over, you run out of juice easily. Alright, 1-8 left. Confirmed. We're going to be eventually making a left turn, so I'm going to set my heading bug to the left. Let's do a couple of verification things before we get going. So desired track to waypoint 01 is going to be 113, which checks. That's right out to our left. So that looks good. We're going to do a pseudo arc. What was it? 14-mile arc on the departure. Is that what they got here for terrain? Yeah, 14 DME arc off of Chihuahua, which is 1142. Let's just back it up here on both radios. 1142 on both, so we got DME from both. Which coincidentally I'm not picking up any DME right now at all. Maybe it's because we're at 0 though, it's on the field. So that looks good. We're going to go straight out 11 miles, then a left turn to join 14 DME arc, and then we'll just, once we're on the arc established, we will go into INS nav mode. So that is set. Let's go ahead and get our lights. Space shuttle preparing for launch. Let's come over here. Here, ground flight to flight. That checks. Packs, bleeds, and packs are set. It's time to rock and roll. Are y'all ready? Spool them up 50. Yoga's in chat. Hold the brakes. A little forward pressure on the yoke. Let's go flying. Yoga. Rolling coal. All right, 2.2 on the EPR. Power set. You feel the turtles in the yoke. I love that. You see my yoke bouncing when I hit the turtles? Airspeed's alive.
80 knots.
Cross check. I hope we ran our numbers correctly. A1.
Rotate.
Up we go. Easy, 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 easy. Ooh, a little swirly. Positive rate. Gear up. We're out of here. Yeah, with the sounds are missing. We're missing on the sounds. Exterior sounds are a miss, which is unfortunate. It's going to go here about 15 degrees. We got our DME now. I mean, we're also at what, 4,800, 4,500 feet field elevation? All right, here comes 1,000 feet. Let's go ahead and lower the nose. Gear handle up and off. 180, flaps 5. I feel like I went more than 5. Oh. Trimmer out. Coming up through 200 knots. Keep accelerating. Flaps up. Slats are coming in out of Chihuahua, Mexico. All right, we're getting ready to go IMC here, so let's stay on the ball. Continue to accelerate 250 knots. Climb power is set. We're 6 miles. Starting to go through the rain. Blackbird, thank you for the 10 gifted subs, man. Appreciate you for the 10 gifted sub. Very, very kind. Oh, we just entered an updraft. You see that? Is that massive increase in vertical speed? Trim her down a little bit there. 8 miles. Looking for 13. Was it 13 or 12? That's right. Between 12 and 13, we'll start. I think at 250, we'll start around 12 miles. We'll join out to the left. Like a left 90. All right, 250 knots on the speed checks. Get her trimmed in here. It was 11? It was 11. Thank you. Okay, 11 miles. All right, here comes 11 miles. We're going to start the left turn. Eyes inside, nothing to look at anyway, so in the turn to the left. Keeping her locked in. We're just going to maintain that 10 at 250 right now. I know we're above 10,000 feet, but I kind of want to keep this climb going until we can see, get on top of these clouds here. Oh, number 2 is, and 1 is through the roof. What's going on with that? I'll bring number 2 back. There's 14. We're starting to break out. It's about 113. Oh, yeah. All right, so we're going to have to make a slight right to the left, slight turn to the right, actually. Let's go ahead and get our stuff set up for that. So it's about 113. I'm going to set this as a reference, probably a little bit less than that now. 113. Let's turn on some noise-canceling headphones here. All right, and heading is set for now. We'll go into heading mode via the autopilot. So we will go heading, autopilot engage, heading select, aux nav, IAS hold. All right, now let's go ahead and vertical speed down a little bit, get some speed going. We're going to leave this in nav mode because that is for, yeah, that's for something else. I mean, I guess just for the CDI, but it won't let us change it, so I'm going to leave it in nav. Yeah, it's if you're using the GTN. Let's lower that vertical speed a little bit more. Apparently, let's try this. Let's go waypoint change. 0, 1, insert. Let's go direct to waypoint 0, 1. We're pretty much going right at it. Desired track is 102. So I'm going to put this here as a reference, which is pretty much straight ahead. Out of 18,000, Magic Barrel ref is done. Vertical speed down a little bit more here. All right, let's get the rest of our after takeoff. Lights are coming off, taxi, turn off, strobe nav, beacon, wing logo come off. That looks good. You know what we also forgot is the windows. Window heats need to come on. Window heats are on. Rope heats are on. We do have packs. Everything's looking good. Let's go ahead and bring these down to half. C in the back. Diff is climbing. Oil and vibes all look good. Transfer lights are all closed, lights out. We'll go ahead and throw off system B hydraulic. 270 knots. Let's lock it into an IAS hold. IAS 270. We'll throw our flight director on right now. I guess we'll put you on, keep it in heading mode. And we'll set a pitch there. Sync our heading. And we're looking good now. All right, definitely high workload departure, but we're cooking. We are cooking with gas now. Which version? This is the latest version, 111 plus something. It's we'll go over the changelog here in a minute. How do you do this on Xbox? I still can't wrap my head around it. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know how guys fly on Xbox. It's I mean, unless they have, I mean, there is that hardware that works for Xbox, you know. So, anyway. Ray, what's up? Flap 0? Yeah, flaps are 0. They are, right? Yeah, slats are in, flaps are 0. They're not indicating 0? Nope, everything flaps, slats are 0. That all looks good. What's your opinion on the FS Labs 321 Neo? Michael V. Sorry about your chat message. I didn't see it. It's kind of busy departure. We're going to fly it later, man. I have been told it's my civic duty to take a look at the Flight Sim Labs 321 Neo. So we will attempt that later today. Vet Overland Oz. Thank you for the 1 gifted sub. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. All right, bring you guys back up here. Full screen. We'll go ahead and get rid of that. And we can go ahead and put the vertical cam into the map cruise. Take a look where we are here. We are looking good. Key 6 FS Labs is dead to you. Well, I'll tell you what, man. We're going to find out together. I'm going to tell you already. I'm already disappointed. I can't believe there's no wing flags. How does that pass testing? My N1s seem a bit flickery. What's going on there? I got number 2 back a little bit. Should be about 92%, right? It seems it seems like you're the judge, jury, and executioner of all Airbus products for the sim now. Well, I guess so. That is not self-proclaimed, but maybe we're going to just have to do it. Flying with Ethan, what's up, man? It seems like, oh, I just read that one. Flight sim guy, you really don't need to get FS lags. Fox Gaming, welcome to Commercial Pilot, man. Thank you for supporting the channel. Glad to have you on board, man. Appreciate the support. He only executes Fenix NDAs. Listen, that happened one time, and it was an accident. One time, you know? You can hold NDAs for 6 years, and you screw one NDA just one time, and you never hear the end of it, you know? No, EM, this is Sim Update 2 stable. This is Sim Update 2 stable. No betas for me, my man. No betas for me. Have I ever flown on the 750 passenger? I have, yes. Cuban, what's up, man? What's up, Bass Paw? $70 for a half-baked Neo is crazy, even without FS Labs passed. Well, that's where I think the debate is, because there's a lot of you that think it's half-baked, and then there are some people that are self-proclaimed Airbus experts who've never flown the Neo and think it's the best thing since sliced bread and does things that Fenix doesn't do. So I am curious to find out for myself now. We have to find out. Been watching you for a year now. I need to know the story behind the Fenix NDA. We don't talk about the Fenix NDA because it's an NDA. It's under NDA. May or may not have allegedly violated an NDA one time, allegedly, while Fenix was in said stream. So, yeah. Amir doesn't talk to me anymore. I'm on Amir's bad list. Tango Kilo, what's going on, man? Just stopped by between meetings. Love the tri-jet action. Yeah, man. I love good old tri-jet action. A little rusty this morning. I felt rusty and discombobulated, but we got her airborne. I felt rusty and discombobulated, but we got her airborne. This livery is shining, though. I love this livery. I actually have a 1 to 200 model, or maybe it's a 1 to 150. It's pretty big. 1 to 150 maybe, of this exact airplane right here. Continental 7.2. A good buddy of mine from like elementary school, his dad was on the 727 Continental, and then he left and went to Cathay. But yeah, he was a 727 Captain for a while. And he gave it to me. He's like, "Here, you want it?" I'm like, "Yeah." Just a little kid, like, "Oh my gosh, that's amazing." I'll be very curious to hear your opinion. Alexander switched up quick. What does he say? Is he saying so he's against it now? Adam, how's it going, man? AA bare metal, you know, the AA bare metal is hard to beat. This is top 5 though, I think, because you've got some bare metal on the bottom, you've got some paint, and just the tail of this, I love it. Like, look at that, man. That view right there, I could look at that all day. I could look at that view all day. Perfect coloring. Just it's more, maybe it's not even a livery, maybe it's more so just the livery creator on this, and there are some really talented people there that do these liveries. I love it, absolutely love it. But yeah, this one's a lot of work. So let's see, we do a waypoint change. Desired track now 102, and we're still going 0 to 1. We are 3 miles out. Let's see if we make a turn here. Let's take a look. When is our next turn? If we look at our, yeah, we should be making a turn to the left. There it is. Waypoint 1 to 2. We're in the turn. INS is doing INS things. Wonderful. Casey, how's it going, man? Golden Meatball Screams Denver. I know, I almost did a Denver flight, but it's just a little bit too long. A little bit too long. Somebody was saying that there was a flight to Denver. Oh, I lost the map. Sorry, guys. Bring the map back up. Oh, Stapleton, Denver. Yeah, Jeremy, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Yeah, the external sounds are just a miss. They're just a miss. The internal sounds are not bad. You know, they're believable. It's quiet up front. I still think the hydraulic is a little bit loud. Maybe not. I don't know. I'd have to listen to some videos of the airplane in cruise. But that high-pitched whine, hear it going in the background. Maybe if they lowered it like 30%, 40%, maybe? I feel like it's quieter than it used to be. But I could be wrong, too. Maybe it was that loud. I don't know. It seems to be... It's not really isolated. It's kind of no matter where you sit, you can hear it. But yeah, I'm not too terribly concerned about the internal sounds like you were saying, Jeremy. But yeah, that external sound, it is disappointing when you go to the outside view, and there's just nothing there, you know? All right, so we're going to keep our heading bugs synced. We're no longer worried about the CDI, the VOR load, because that's not applicable right now. We are tracking, though. We are desired track 083 approx. So if I set 083 over here, you can see that lines up just about right. The distance is 208 miles, 26 minutes. We just leveled at 31,000 feet. Let's run our speed bug up, and we're going to do the real unpopular auto throttle hold once we get up there. Do an 8.2 Mach or so. Yeah, they almost sound like the engines are at idle. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a miss externally. Alright, we're going to engage the auto throttle so we can sit back and chill. Remember, you don't have an auto throttle, most likely in a real airplane. But I do love that they added that feature. So we are leveled off 31,000 feet. Altimeters are set. We're disarmed on the auto brakes. Smoke them if you got them. Seatbelt signs are off. It's time to sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. We'll do as we're cruising here, though. Do a little wing view cruise for a minute. Sandman, FT Sim did have a sound pack for 2020, but I was also hit and miss on that sound pack. I think I flew it one time, and it was hit or miss. I think some sounds were better, but there was a lot of sounds that were worse. So I'd be curious to see if he has an updated one. SimCFI, welcome to Private Pilot. Glad to have you on board, man. Appreciate you. Callie Simmer says the old Continental headquarters behind LAX is still there. Abandoned buildings still there at Pixel. Nice, Callie Simmer. I almost flew LAX too, but I guess Houston won. IH won the vote. We do have the FS Dream Team Houston installed, so it's actually pretty good. The FS Dream Team Houston is pretty good. So, but LAX was the number 2 in line. European regs required FSS to install a hush kit. Didn't this plane have really awesome flap sounds early on? No, they still are good. I think they are. I think they are good. I still like the flap sounds. They're back. They were back, and then they were broken, and then they came back. But yeah, the flap sounds are still there. You'll hear them when we start extending flaps. You get that real nice motor grind. That. Good afternoon, the Land Shark. How you doing, man? I guess while we're in cruise, I have to, I'm going to start running through new member orientation course. Should I stream it? Exclamation point specs. Luke Denman, what's up, man? What's your opinion on the FS Labs 321 Neo? You see what I'm coming at you from, chat? Luke Denman, hey, not making fun of you, but you are about the 90th person to ask, and it's a good thing. I do not have it, but I will be streaming the 321 Neo. I'm going to try to do it this evening. So as soon as we land, I think this flight's about an hour 30 minutes. We probably have a little less than that now. Once this flight concludes, I will pick up the FS Labs Neo. I'm going to do just some flying by myself first. I kind of want to familiarize myself with just how it loads flight plans and stuff. Just all the the basic stuff, so I don't look like I'm fumbling around too much. But then once I get all that set, and the key binding set, my views bound, then we will take a look. And I'm really going to try to get the stream set up for, I'm saying 5 o'clock, but that sounds like a little bit too far from now. It may be closer to 4. As soon as I have an idea, I will post it for you. Oh, Luke, no apologies needed, man. No apologies needed. I just thought it was funny because that is the reason I am going to do it. I've been holding out as long as I could because I'm just waiting for the Fenix one. But I have been informed it is my civil duty. This is my civic duty as a content creator to go ahead and review it. So yep, it'll be coming your way, man. Hopefully you can catch the stream too. Blackbird dropped another $5 super chat. Chat, we have a Blackbird controls alert. I feel like I need an alert for Blackbird controls. Hold on, gotta get people's attention here. Alert. Blackbird 20% random off sale now until Thursday night on the website and Etsy store. Blackbird controls 20% off random sale. Thank you, man, for the $5 super chat. Thank you, man. Ahmad, I am not using FT Sim sounds. I am using default sounds, my friend. Default sounds. Man, I don't know. I have to do an outside view here in a minute. Thank you for the the $5 super chat, Blackbird. Appreciate you. I'm trying to get my throttle cam up higher, but the problem is my Bravo sits so high that, like, if I move the camera up, then the brightness of the screen will blast out the camera. You can't even see the controls. But they are, I've got them dialed in on the vertical stream on the flight tracking cam, so. Is that cockpit window reflection like that in the passenger view? What do you mean, cockpit reflection? Oh, look at that. Listen, who said that? Maviocious? You just ruined wing view for me, man. Now I've seen it and I can't unsee it. What incarnation do we got going on here? Maviocious has just ruined our window views forever. We can never unsee it. Look, we have a cockpit window reflection. Gosh dang it, dude. You're killing me. There, now I gotta go outside. We need Carson here. We need Carson here. Tango Kilo, back to me to catch up later, man. Looking forward to the FS Lab stream. Take it easy, Tango Kilo. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Immersion is ruined. We need to go back to FSX. Dear SimCFI, since I have fallen in love with the 727, I have non-stop streamed it. Did the past 3 days, but starting a 4-day today, then on to Expo. Hope to meet you there. SimCFI, very cool, man. Yeah, dude. It's a fun plane to fly. I do love it a lot. But man, that's dedication. You got a 4-day trip on, then going to Expo. I dropped all my trips this week, so I'm like, I just can't go flying. Why can't I I'm trying to hack my window view here. My goodness, I have to deal with it. But yeah, hope to see you there at Expo, man. That'd be very cool. Have a safe trip flying. What do you prefer? I know a real-life Airbus pilot, but do you like the 737 or A320? I prefer the A320 because I've never flown the 737. Now, I will say this. I can understand where everybody comes from when they say they love the 737 because it's hands-on, it flies well. I don't argue that point at all. I think they are 100% right. I mean, the closest thing I could relate it to was, when I was flying regional jets. I flew the Embraer 170s and 190s. I love flying the E190. I love flying the E170. So there is something to be connected to the airplane, and that airplane was still half fly-by-wire. But other than that, in my opinion, Airbus is way better, dude. Like, if I got to go to work for 4 days, I would much rather be in my comfortable Airbus, full-blown recliner seat, tray table, sit back, relax, enjoying the flight. What makes Airbus, I don't know if I should say safer, but what I think is a good point for Airbus is that because of the automation, it allows the pilots to increase their workload in other areas. So let's say you have some type of malfunction, you're flying out, you got a malfunction going on. Because of the fly-by-wire and the characteristics and the safeties and protections that the Airbus has, it allows that, it makes flying easier, let's be honest. It makes it easier to fly so you can focus your attention for multitasking, and it allows that increased situational awareness. But, I don't know. I mean, Wingnut's gonna... He's going to disagree. Increases workload in other areas, arguing about the contract. That is true. You know what's so weird, Wingnut? I had a dream last night that I was arguing with someone about the contract. And I don't even know, I can't even tell you what the dream was about, but we were talking about it. And I'm like, what are they even talking about? I don't know. Weird. I wonder how the 7.3 would have done on the Hudson. Thoughts V1. Ooh, Dougal, good to see you, my man. I bet the 737 in the Hudson, I don't know, to be honest with you, Dougal. That's a good question. I don't know. Because the Hudson was pretty much flawless, The whole execution of what Soli did there was a pretty flawless execution. Now, they didn't hit the ditching push button, but I'm good wager to say that 737 would have sank way faster. Now, I don't know what that's going to mean in terms of, survival rate or anything like that. I don't think, and I don't think we have any data to back up. I'm not going to say, well, I think structurally the 737 would have come apart, or structurally it's better. I don't think we have any data to back that up. I think it would have stayed together just fine, but I think it would have sunk faster. That's just my only thought. If everything was done exactly the same. I'm driving to work and someone asks A320 for 737, gotta pull over. You're going to drive Wingnut to streaming. I know. I'm surprised he's not streaming. He's like a fake streamer. He does this real-time pilot gig and half the time streaming. Fights on. Do you think it's that big of a deal not having moving throttles? I've seen some people say the Airbus sets are not that comfortable. Is that true? Well, I don't know, Hunt. So here's the thing. As far as the seats are concerned, the Airbus seats are fantastically comfortable. Now, there are some air-specific tail numbers where the seats aren't comfortable, whether the cushion's worn down or the cushion's too hard. That's just normal wear and tear. What I will say, though, is we did have a few Airbuses that came from a different country that had the sheepskin, which is what is prevalent in the 737. And I will say, to my surprise, the sheepskin seats were much more comfortable over time than the regular Airbus cloth that they use. So I will say the sheepskin seats, and it is an option from Airbus. You can get them if you want. They are definitely more comfortable. However, when it comes to the auto throttle, I will agree that I think the best auto throttle system is the Embraer E-Jet series. So the way that the E-Jet auto throttle works is superior to both the 737 in my opinion and definitely the Airbus, because you're right, you cannot move the thrust levers. Now let's just go through a common scenario and why I think the E-Jet is better. You're on final approach, it's very gusty, the aircraft is entering a bit of a downdraft, or excuse me, a bit of an updraft. You're kind of going into that leading edge of a gust front. So what is the auto thrust going to do? It's going to bring the power back. It may even bring it back to idle. As a pilot and as someone with experience, you understand that you're going to come out of this very quickly, and now you're going to be caught on the backside of the curve with the power at idle. In the Airbus, you just have to hang on. The only way you're going to be able to re-engage that energy is to kind of nose over a little bit, lower that AOA, try to get some energy back in, all within staying stable on your final approach path. So it takes more finesse. There's definitely some clinch factor because you're right, you can't add thrust with the auto throttle engaged. In the E-Jet, same scenario. As soon as I feel those throttles rolling back, hold on, I screwed up. As soon as those throttles start rolling back, I put my hands on the thrust levers and I hold them in position. And what happens is it says throttle override. The auto thrust does not disconnect. The engine thrust stays where I put it. I can either hold it where it is or I can move it forward. And then all of a sudden, when I'm out of that backside and I'm starting to get I'm starting to lose perf and I need more thrust, I take my hand off the auto throttles and it resumes exactly where it thinks it should be in terms of auto thrust calculation. So it's a very intuitive auto throttle system, and I've yet to see a different airplane with a better auto throttle logic than the E-Jet. Now the 737 is close. But the way Wingnut was describing, I think there's some other modes that seem kind of redundant and kind of dumb. Throttle hold being one of them. Throttle hold is just Boeing's excuse for trying to make an auto throttle for an airplane that shouldn't have VNAV in it because it was designed in 1938. So the Boeing, I would rank it E-Jet auto thrust system first. 737, as long as you know not to stall it when you're in hold mode, and then I would put Airbus last in terms of the way the auto throttles move with the auto thrust system. That's how I would rank it, but I do think the E-Jet is the way to go. Do you smell sheepskin? Only if it's really hot and your back is sweating and you get up off the seat. It smells a little funky. Airspeed mock transition round 2. Oh yeah, Wingnut, have you learned about a cop behind me? Yeah, all right. Hey, if that cop pulls you over, ask him if he knows the difference between transition, mock, and indicated. Get a good debate going with Wingnut so we can call in and stream later. I think he's on his way to work right now. He's probably going to get pulled over. The 737 does exactly the same thing as an E-Jet. The A220 is like the A320 you subscribe. Yeah, it does similar things, but the modes of the auto throttle I think are dumb in the Boeing. That's where I think it's. That's why I rank it below the E-Jet. Let's find ourselves a nice outside view. Turn this down a little bit as we cruise on over to Houston. You guys are distracting me. I need to do my orientation. What? No. Nope. Wignut is not going to accidentally give the cop his pilot's license. Man, so I have a cringe story of a pullover story. So when I was a first officer, I was flying with this one captain. It's a pretty cool dude. I was still pretty junior. I'm on reserve. He was on reserve, and we were doing a lot of repo flights. Because when you're on reserve, especially junior reserve, you get handed a lot of the flying that is off the wall. You get to pick up from a maintenance pad, repo this, repo that, or maybe have there's an airplane with an MEL. You got to ferry it. So we were on a trip. And it was only a 2-day pairing together. We repoed an airplane somewhere, and then we picked up an airplane from a painting facility, actually, and then flew it back. So we get back to Dallas, and he's like, hey, I'll drive you over to the employee lot. So in DFW, you may be familiar, there's the employee lot, which is all right, but you got to take a bus to and from. It's a bus kind of stinks, especially late at night. Wait for the bus. It's not it's not the best employee parking I've seen. So captains typically they princess park. They call it princess parking, where they park right there at the terminal. I mean, 5 minutes you can be from your car or truck to the airplane. So he's like, hey man, I'll give you a ride to the employee lot. I'm like, oh, that was cool of you, thanks man. So we're in his Porsche 911, and he starts ripping down the service road there in DFW. Guess what? Whoop whoop. Cop pulls him over. I'm like, oh great. So the cop comes up to him, and he looks in. He's like, hey, you know how fast you're going? And this guy looks at him and goes, hey man, I just got done flying a jet for 4 days. It takes me a while to slow down. I'm like, I cringe just repeating that. The cop looked at him, and he's like, who you guys fly for? Yada yada. Like, all right, just slow it down, and then let us go. But it's like, first off, I was like, well, it's actually only a 2-day trip, and we only flew 2 legs, but hey, got out of a speeding ticket, so. And then he missed ended up making 2 loops around the airport because he missed the entrance to the employee lot on the first time. You know that bus all too well, Mike 85? Nice. Yep. The old DFW employee bus. The Princess parking got expensive, Flight Sim guy. It used to be $18. Now it's $32. I think it used to be $18. Maybe you could put in a special promo code and get down to like $16, or sometimes you get it down to like $10 a day. During COVID, nobody was flying, so it was free for airport employees, for pilots and airline employees. It was free to Princess Park. So during the whole COVID debacle, everybody got to park there, which was nice. Now that I'm a captain, I still Princess Park a lot of the times, to be honest with you. If I could do it all over again, I would just own parking lots and sit back and rake in the cash. Randy Lot, yeah, that or storage facility, man. I want a storage facility because low maintenance, and you just have people store their stuff with you. That's a good old track right here. Laundromat, yeah. What I'm actually thinking about, Andy B, is I'm thinking about getting a building, an office building. Since I'm running V1 out of an office, you know, be able to actually, there's one for sale that's close by. It has like, I could lease 6 office spaces and then have my office space. So I'm trying to think. I'm thinking about ideas for that, man. Passive income. I wish I knew about it. I mean, I knew about it, but from a young age, for all you youngins out there, in your spare time, look for a way to generate passive income. Whether it's rentals. Rentals can be tough too. I mean, my mom's been in the rental game a very long time, but that can be tough, especially depending if it crashes or whatnot. But if you're a youngin out there in your spare time, if you really want to be able to enjoy freedoms later on, see if you can come up with a way to generate passive income. Flying's great. Passive income is greater. Is the parking covered? It is. I can't imagine getting into your truck at 100. Oh yeah, it is. Not the employee parking though, Oscar. The employee parking is wide open and subject to hail, subject to 110 degree heat. I mean, I've gotten back into my truck at it's been 115 for 4 days in a row. It's just like melting. You can always ramp up the Barry Seal ops. What's up, Mickey G? Andy B, that's kind of that's what I'm trying to do. Yes. Used to have 3 rental houses, got rid of them after dealing with crappy tenants. Not worth the headache. Yeah, Firefly. That's why I said it's hit or miss with the whole rental houses thing. My mom still has a couple of rental stuff, and I mean, I used to work on our rentals when I was in high school every summer. Going out there and turning over the house. Redoing carpets and floors and paintings and whatever. But it can be a problem. I knew one guy is actually the #1 captain in DFW. Actually, he was the #1 guy in the company. This was years ago. #1 on the master seniority list. He had 25 to 30 rental properties, houses, and then 2008 hit, and not good. And that's why he was picking up a lot of extra trips there towards the end. Just a very unfortunate scenario. If I lived close to the airport, I would just get someone to drop me off at the airport. Yeah, my wife used to drop me off at the airport. Yeah, especially when I was commuting at the regional level. Yeah, when I was commuting at the regional level, we lived 15 minutes from the airport. So yeah, most of the time she would drop me off for work. Have I flown the 319 recently IRL? No, I have not. I've been flying a lot of 321s recently. If you could do it all again, would you fly Airbus or Boeing? Doesn't matter to me, man. Whatever gives me the best quality of life. Could care less. The problem is social media makes people think it's easy and you just make money without much work. It doesn't work that way. Very true, Andy B. Very true. Same with that's why I can't stand aviation influencers. What's with this oscillation going on here? Are we turning waypoints? Oh yeah, we are. We're going waypoint 3 to 4 now. We're in the turn. Let's take a look at our vertical stream, see where we're at here. Oh yeah, we just turned over Pedras Negras. Making a left turn, and we're headed towards Aija. So we just now are crossing the border into Texas. We are just now, there's the border right down there. Look at that. We are crossing the border into Texas. Now I'm a little bit concerned at the angle of bank that is continuing on here. The angle of bank is continuing. Why is the angle of bank continuing? Chat. What's happening here? Did we put in a wrong waypoint? Waypoint change 04. Let's just go there. Insert. Desired track. We might have done a wrong one. We're going to waypoint 4 now. Yeah. Captain Simp, does this guy know what he's doing? What's up, man? Yeah, I'm not sure. We might have had a wrong coordinate in there because we were definitely going to go south. Further south than planned. So right now, if I look at Sky Vector, our nav log, we're going to 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we're turning direct yeehaw. Apparently Iceman was the incorrect waypoint. Iceman was incorrect. Let's take a look at the nav log. We can check the chords that we had. Let's go to waypoint 3. 1, 2, 3. Iceman should have been. I'll zoom in on it here. Got 54 tabs open. I'm sure that's good for YouTube. All right. Iceman should have been 2833. Nope. 2835.0. 9820.1. That's correct. 2835.0. 9820.1. Let's confirm waypoint 4. Yeehaw is 2833.8, 9737.1. That checks. And then Victoria is going to be 2554.0. That checks. 9658.7. That checks. So everything else checks out. Maybe it was just trying to reset and join the airway. I'm not sure. Yeah, we're going straight to 4. We're going straight there right now. We are going straight there. But we are over Texas. There's the border right there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, just update from the flight deck here at 31,000 feet. Just crossed over the border into the great state of Texas. We'll be on the ground here just about another 35 minutes. Seatbelt sign will be coming on very soon. Once it does, remain on for the duration of the flight. Do exit your main seat until the aircraft ride safely at the gate. Once again, thanks for choosing Continental Airlines, and welcome to Houston. Yeah. Had a minor stroke in February. Blackbird says, I'm to the point where I have to turn off my email notifications on weekends because my daughter will kill me if I check them, but I still run machines and make stuff. That's had a minor stroke in February, so I kind of have to take my weekends a little more seriously. Absolutely, Blackbird. You got to relax a little bit, man. I'm trying to be better, man. That's why, like, my Discord interactions have actually been less because I just hate being on the phone so much, man. I was just telling some guys in Discord voice. So I hit on my DMs, I hit mark all as red on Monday or Sunday because I was fishing a tournament and I hit everything marked as red. It's Tuesday. It's been 3 days. I have 122 messages. I have 122 messages still. So it's like I just don't do it. I just don't check them. Very rarely do I check them. Sometimes I do if I'm like really bored and I have a lot of time on my hands, but you got to be careful, man. And like this weekend, Friday, Saturday, I just said, no stream, nothing. And my kids were super happy about it. Like, hey, we're not going to work. Speaking of drop off, I did my first ride in a Waymo, a driverless car yesterday. Was surreal and a great experience. A driverless car? Callie Simmer, that's sus. Come on now. Driverless. How far did you go? What happens if you want to stop? Or like, what happens if you have to stop? Can you tell it to stop? Like, what if you have? What if you had the olive oil espresso from Starbucks, and you need to get out? Meanwhile, me as a chef working every weekend. Oh, I know that's the moneymaker, right, Andrin? Weekends. Javier, what's going on, man? Long time no see. I just got back from London from doing the recurrency check in the sim. Very cool. When are you doing another Patagonia tour? Oh, man. I'd love to do another one. We'll see. Maybe when we get the Neos, we'll do some long-range ops down south. Blackbird controls. Amen to that, dude. That's well said. I've never seen a Waymo Key 6. Never. I don't even know what it looks like. What's a Waymo? I'm going to look it up right now. A Waymo. Chat, you guys distracted me. I'm supposed to be clicking through my VATSIM tests. A Waymo car, huh? What in tarnation is that thing? Is it the tiny one or the regular? Oh no, it's a regular size one. That is so weird. I don't know. I don't know, Callie Simmer. I don't know if I'll get in one of those anytime soon. Was it like an Uber? It's got a nice interior. At least this one does. So is it like an Uber? Can you like you call it picks you up and stuff? Huh. I mean, they got a ton of sensors, that's for sure. Oh, you order on an app like an Uber? Very cool. All right. I think it's a cool process. Or I think, if I was going, if you say they're in Arizona, I could definitely see this being popular in Arizona, Old Town Scottsdale. Oh man, dude, if Waymos were around when I was, when I turned 21, good night. We are living in the future, Andy B. F Old Town. Hey, easy now. That's where I met my wife, Team Vodka. I love how VATSIM thinks the new fancy entrance exam is going to weed out all the 14-year-olds. Meanwhile, they're just using ChatGPT to answer all the questions. Should I stream it live? Hold on. I got to click through some of these here. Let me know when we need to start our descent. It's so frustrating because I just went through all of this. I don't know why it was on the... So bizarre. Minimum age. You must be 13 years old, chat. Best practices for online behavior. Digital citizenship. Empathy and respect. Yeah, guys, don't be calling each other names. Wait until my employer's products become autonomous. I know. Well, so everyone all jacked about AI. Just wait till AI starts putting everyone out of a job. Just wait. V1, you should do some GA Pilot Edge. Shakovic, I'd love to. You know what? I might actually do some Starship Pilot Edge. Might do some Starship Pilot Edge. Hideaway in Cave Creek. So my buddy owns a ranch up there right now. Hold on, we got to do a quiz. What is the recommended action if you leave the aircraft? Direct ATC to not contact you as you'll be away. Pause the simulator. Oh my gosh. Okay, two things. One, uniform. Def got me out of a ticket. Two, did you see the EASA single pilot thing? Wingnut. Wait, so did you really get pulled over? Oh my gosh, dude. Go figure. I did see EASA dropped single pilot. Yeah, they're, or at least they're like gonna stop exploring it so much. Yeah. Zephyr, what's going on, man? Evening to you. Charlie Seam, what's up, man? I'm good. How are you doing, Charlie? Is there a Quizlet? His GA is A319 or smaller. Galley Simmer, 37 months as a member. Appreciate the support, Galley Simmer. 12, 24, 36. 3 years. 3 years, Galley Simmer. Appreciate it. Very, very kind. I tagged you in the Waymo video. I just posted in your real life Discord. Check it out. Okay. Let me check it out. Let's see. Check it out live. I'm going to open Discord, Callie Simmer, and if this crashes the stream, everyone's going to blame Callie Simmer. What? No. No, Jack. That's trippy. Hold on. Watch this. Oh, electric Jaguar. Man, my grandparents had a Jaguar. Yeah, so what does it do if there's protesters blocking the street in the Waymo? What does a Waymo do with protesters? That's crazy. That's crazy, Kelly Silver. 2.5 years for Mr. Chicago. Joe Plains Tower at Raid. Thank you, man, for the support. Appreciate you, dude. 2.5 years. You going to be up there at Expo, Mr. Chicago? It's close enough to where you are. What does it do when a cop tries to pull it over? Oh, can you pull over a Waymo? That would be something. I guess you wouldn't. I don't think. No, I don't think you could. No way, says the guy who cruises around on autopilot messing with the seat recliner tray table. I'm gonna have to see if I can find a Waymo. Simple solution, Waymo snowplow. Wait a second. Why aren't there snowplow? Wait till we have driverless snowplows. Driverless snowplows? That's what you need up there in the north. You could do 727 Patagonia with an old Aerolíneas Argentinas livery. Yeah, there are some good ones, aren't there? The cockpit reflections, John. We've already ruined our views once. All right, let's see what we got here. We are 44 miles from waypoint 4. And then if we look at, let's bring up some Houston charts here. I think we're actually getting close. Houston. Ain't no way a snowplow can be automated. Just wait, Oscar. Just wait. Just wait, Oscar. That will happen, my man. How do you feel about the 727? My heart is bouncing between compulsive purchase or wait a bit for some kind of sale. Zephyr, listen, man, if you love the 727, I think you'll enjoy it. There's a lot of things the 727 does that I like. Where to me, it misses the most is the external sounds. Internal sounds are good. Flap sounds are good. The cabin, let's do a quick little cabin tour here. I mean, if you get the passenger variant, you get the full-blown cabin, highly detailed, flushable, lockable lav. Go in there, do your business. We can close the door. I mean, a nice-looking cabin. You got that boxy look from the OG 727, OG Boeings. Look at that. I mean, that is great. Look how wide these seats were. That's quite the color scheme they had going on here, isn't it? But get the full-blown cabin, come all the way to the DB Cooper door. 31 months, Fireflyer. Thank you, man. 31 months for the sport. 31 months officially bought you 6 Cafe Con Leches. Hey, thank you so much, Fireflyer. Very, very kind. Funding the Cafe Con Leche. Appreciate you. Here's a DB Cooper door, which I believe this is pressurized, right? So I can't open this right now. But that, if you depressurized, you'd be able to open that, and then you can lower the stairs down there. But yeah, I mean, overall, I love this airplane. So I love it, Zephyr. If you're a 727 enthusiast, I think you're gonna like it too. K6, a $5 super chat. Thank you, sir. Says, so there's a video of the Waymos going in the Waymo parking lot. I'll look for that, post in the Discord. Just wait until someone hacks a Waymo. I'm sure it can be hacked, right? Yeah, you can smell the cabin. It smells like cigarettes and cigarettes, sweat, humidity, and a little bit of Jet A. Maybe some black coffee. The yellow color is just the nicotine. Exactly. It used to be white, but now it's creme. I guess we could leave the door open. There's Wingnuts t-shirts. It actually says Continental on there. That's pretty cool. Fly Navy's got his t-shirts hung up there. He likes to fly shirtless. Alright, we're back. Let's look at this arrival. We gotta fly down here. See if we can get some navigation. Star. We're on the Duck 3, non-RNAV. Victoria. Duck 3, Victoria is 109 nothing. That's interesting, because that's not on the... Humble is 16.6. Put Humble in there. $16.6. We'll put a couple cross radials we can use. 109 nothing for Victoria. I don't think we're going to pick that up. $109 nothing, and then we're going to need Corpus 15.5. $15.5. We getting Corpus yet? Yep, we're getting Corpus. So Victoria inbound. We actually need to join the Corpus 015. We actually got to get ready to fly this right now. And we're 10, what is that, 8 miles? We'll see if this Corpus CDI comes alive, and then we'll switch to heading mode, join up on the arrival. Probably start thinking about descending here. Thanks for your great video with Nick. Love the Starship. Andrin, awesome, man. We're going to do a Starship flight probably tomorrow, man. Probably back in the Starship. I got a sweet custom livery. Sweet custom livery. Never before seen, courtesy of Whiskey Throttle, so it's going to be awesome, man. Loving the Starship. Alright, 31 thou. There's no altitude restrictions. Expect to cross G-Man at 13. Turbojets landing west at 14. Coming in on this arrival. We will probably land... What are you landing, Vodka? Could go straight into 8 left. Oh, you're not flying? I thought you were flying it. Mid-Atlantic ops with a heat wave? I know. Well, that's what we'll do. We'll do FS Labs Neo into LaGuardia to DC or something stupid, so we can lose all our perf. I'm looking for something to fly raw data, third world country, because PPL soon. I like old school flying. I miss good aircraft flying. I love the PMDG C6, but unflyable, no vertical control. Yeah, you Zephyr. Yeah, you need. If you want to fly old school nav, this is a great airplane. Great airplane to fly old school nav in. Now it's a whole lot of workload because this is a three crew aircraft that you're going to be flying by yourself, so it can get very busy quick. Is there a Western livery? I know there's Eastern liveries, Ken. I don't know if there's a Western. I know there's ATA, which is fantastic too. Alright, so now we're going to Victoria. 10, yeah, that's waypoint 5. Waypoint 6 is Houston Airport. So we're going to keep this set up like this. Once the CDI comes to life, we'll know we're going to be joining soon. Right now, we're only 27 miles from Victoria. So we got to kind of keep that in mind. Let's go back over to the flight engineer panel. Flight altitude, 310, landing altitude, it's Houston 200. Let's set up this stuff. We'll plan 8 left. Let's pull out some 8 left approach charts. Approach ILS 8 left. Make that big. 111.55. Airport elevation is 94, so we actually need to lower that. Oop, keep hitting the wrong button. We'll round it up to 100 feet. And straight in minimums are going to be 200 on the rad out. 200 is set. And we need to get the load freak tuned in. 111.55. We'll have that on standby here. Standby nav 1 and standby nav 2 as well. Probably going to have to change that for cross radial verification, but everything else looks good here. You love the 70s and 80s cabins? Yeah. Blast from the past, man. You see what I mean about the external volume, though? I don't know. I feel like it needs more. I don't know. Whatever that sound is, it needs more of it. The last 727 I flew on was Western from Tri-Cities to Salt Lake in 1984. Wow. Tri-Cities, huh? I flew an E190 in there on a contract trip. Tri-Cities. Yeah, we should be deaf. That's one thing the X-Plane 11 FlyJ Sim 727 had that was great. The sounds on that one were fantastic, external. All right, look at this. Course is coming alive. I'm going to put you into heading select. Turn knob, heading select. So we're going to join this airway here. 015 off of Corp. And we need to take it out 90 miles. Let's go ahead and begin stepping down. Let's go ahead and set flight level 200. Auto throttle's off. We're going to do a couple things at once. Nav loc. Whoa! Maybe it was just a shadow, but that looked like we just yeeted to the left. Alright, nav loc is engaged. IAS hold. And let's go ahead and bring power back. Alright, we'll throw this in the VOR loc. Down we go. I wish the radar were. I wish this was just default weather radar. Radar? If they could make this default weather radar, that'd be great. You have coffee all over you. I'm sorry, Dale. Apologies, my friend. Alright, so now we are going to follow this radial until Chevron. Chevron, we can cross radial off of Palacios 17.3. So I'm going to make this 17.3. And we'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, 17.3. Cross radial identified at 315. So when the tail of this VOR2 is at 315, we know we're at Chevron, or we should be at Chevron right about 90 miles from Corpus Christi VOR. We're currently 73. So we're on our descent. We're coming down 2,500 feet per minute. Things are looking good. Descent checks. Looks like it'll be a cloudy approach on the Houston, maybe, unless that sun starts burning off some of those clouds. You have a burned out brake light? Isn't that unacceptable, man? Down we go. It's so much work flying this airplane, but it's so satisfying. It's so satisfying to fly this bird. For the Ojos Locos and Corpus, yeah, Oscar, hop off, my man. We'll open the DB Cooper door for you. Should fly a Northeast Yellowbird livery flight. Ooh. There's so many great liveries for the 727. I know Whiskey Throttle's working on the Mexicana pack. The Mexicana one is awesome, the one that he has out already. I love it. The ATA liveries, he's got the ATA 25th anniversary run at one. Looks fantastic. I love that. Of course, all the bare metals, Aero Mexico, American, Eastern. There's so many great liveries for this airplane. All right, we're 83 miles. You see this is fastly ticking up here. So we're going to have to join inbound on the Humble 16.6. So I got to put you back to nav 1. A little premature on that. 16.6. Get ready to flip that over here. Matter of fact, we're 86 miles close enough. Let's go ahead and select heading. Flip you nav 16.6. Inbound course of 056. There it is, actually. We're on it. We join it up. Leveling off. Nav loc is back on. Proceeding inbound. Tails at 315. There's our cross radial. Let's keep coming down. Let's keep descending. Let's descend and maintain 10,000 feet. We got to go back to arm the altitude. IAS mode is on. Power's coming back. Down we go. So now we are inbound. All the way to duck. We'll just use the DME on this one, so now we'll put the ILS freak back in there on standby 1, 111.55. So standby 1, we'll go back to 111. 55 is set. And since we're tracking it all, we can go active nav 2, and we'll set the approach course 087. So the first officer is set up, wing nut's all ready to go, 087. He's got the lope dialed in. We're out of 18,000 feet. Get ready for a Magic Barrel ref update. Power's coming back. We'll go ahead and pull the horn cut out. There we go. Yeah, see, it's way too quiet up front here. All right, we're almost there. Man, what gross airplanes fly the CFM LEAP Neo? We got American. Is that it for CFM LEAP Neos in North America? Virgin? Did they have the LEAP? They weren't around when the Neos were out, were they? Just American. That's really gross. Alaska had LEAP Neo 321s? Well, I guess they bought Virgins, right? Virgin had Neos? I didn't know Virgin had Neos. Virgin America, not Virgin Atlantic. Alaska had one from Virgin. I was going to say, because I'm pretty sure Alaska bought Virgin before the Neos were coming out. Does Valeris fly them? Not sure. Pasto with the 727. Ooh, Pasto with the 727. We actually, I think we took the 72 into Pasto. I think we've already done that flight, Douglas. I'm pretty sure we have. Industry 10-2. Let's see where we're at. Let's go ahead and dial cross radial here. Just take a quick peek at it. 160 radial. So we just passed Flannel. Turbojet's landing east. We would expect to cross the 134 at 13 thou, but no ATCs. Proudly all Boeing, yeah. Until they bought all the Airbus because they wanted better airplanes. Ever see the meme about Alaska getting rid of their final Airbus and buying Hawaiian the next week, getting all their Airbuses? Yep. I know it. We got to do Scardu with the 7.2, even though nobody hits the like button on Scardu vids. Ooh. Have we never done 727 Scardu? I don't know if we have, Flight Sim Guy. 727 Scardu would be spicy. Alaska had a bunch of Neos from Virgin? No way, dude. There's... How many... I'm going to look this up. I don't believe y'all. How many Neos does Virgin have? I gotta be careful how I Google this. Four 321 Neo. Virgin America received 4 321 Neo aircraft. They ordered 6, but they were transferred to Alaska. They had ordered up to 40, but they only received 4. I was going to say, it was right at the tail end of their existence. All right, getting ready to level 10,000. Re-engage the auto throttle, maintain 250k knots. Wingnut, are you picking up the lope? Yeah, Wingnut's already picking up the lope over there. Alright, so let's go ahead and flip it over. Let's go ahead and heading select 111.55. Final approach course is 087. What? I'm not picking it up. How come you're picking it up and I'm not? 111.55. Oh shoot, I was looking at the wrong one. Gosh dang it. That's alright. We'll flip back. Proceed inbound. We're still looking good. I'll put Wingman on number 2 there. Alright, 10,000 feet, we're proceeding inbound. Please stop. A bunch equals 4. Ironically, this showed up on an aviation page. Frontier has officially selected Pratt & Whitney to power 9-1 new 321 Neo aircraft for delivery in 2026. Yeah, is that still happening though? I'm not sure if that's still happening. They've had issues with all their stuff too. But, yeah, I didn't think Virgin had very many Neos before his sneeze. Carter, what's going on, man? Pakistan International operates 727s. Oh no, man. What if there's a livery? We gotta find. If there's not a livery, I have the livery. There's like an ex-US Airways 727 that's just all beat up, paint job. That's one we have to fly there. United should buy more Neos. I think they got a bunch coming, man. I just saw a couple of their first XLRs that they got. Ooh, Air Jamaica 727 will be good too. A lot of good liveries on the 727. Guess we can pick it up a little bit. We're still 40 miles out. Need to find Southwest. I know, Will. Vodka said there was a Southwest livery in the base livery pack, but I don't know. I haven't looked at it yet. I'd have to check it out. But I wish there was like a custom one, you know. With, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's a good one, but I find the default liveries are never as good as some of the most talented creator liveries out there. What is my favorite aircraft? One of the three holders: 727, L1011. 747 Classic. Any one of those, take your pick. To be fair to FS Labs, they said a couple of weeks for Pratt, unlike the flyby or Big Phoenix update. I think they mean it. What, oh yeah, so a couple of weeks for Pratt, huh? FS Labs Neo, my goodness me. What am I getting into, Chad? Eric, what's going on, man? Welcome in. Ortho actually looks surprisingly good down there. In the middle of nowhere, Texas. Hot, humid day. What is the OAT? What is our OAT gauge on this thing? Right in front of my face. What do you see right now at 10,000 feet? I'll style it back to 250. And then we're going to descend and maintain 7,000. Set up for the full ILS. Hopefully join out here by cabin somewhere. Are we starshipping later? No, starship tomorrow. Starship tomorrow. FS Labs later today, most likely. Yes, it does have an auto throttle flight for fun channel. Now it's toggleable right here. You can turn it on via your options. So auto throttle is in here somewhere. The aircraft page, auto throttle switch right there. So yes, landing calcs, we're doing flaps 40 because there's no other way to do it. Set beeper and speeds, V app 131 for flaps 40, because this is full flap simulations here, not like the actual full flap sim where flaps 15 all the time. All right, let's go ahead and descend now to 7,000. Auto throttle off. We'll take control now. Altitude armed, IAS hold engaged. Power's coming back. Down we go. Localizer alive. Wingnut's talking to me over there. Alright, Wingnut says he's got local live. We'll go ahead and set course 087. Is that auto-tune? Am I going crazy, or did that just auto-tune the course 087? I feel like it did. 087, 111.55. Wingnut said Loc is alive. We're heading mode engaged. Let's descend and maintain 3,000. Get a little speed brake action in there. This landing is going to be a war crime. Let me get flight recorder up and ready just to prove you wrong, my man. You just worry about those bounces, all right? I'll see you go those bounces. Oh, I'm a real 737 pilot. Look how smooth my second touchdown was. All right, recording is ready. I feel like we're already getting high. Let's go ahead and disengage. Down we go. We're going to set 3,000. Autopilot's disengaged. Coming all the way down. 16 miles out. Diving for 3,000 out of 10. All our lights are coming on. Barrel ref has been updated. Standing by to start the replay. 19 miles out. This goes out to 21, so we're out here between Kickham and Cadney, it looks like. No, actually we're at 14. Yeah, we're inside of Kickham and Flibs. That's at 3, so let's keep hustling down. Crack a little more speed break in here. There's downtown Houston off the right. Alright, noise canceling headphones are off. Sounds are up. Trucks are rolling. Recording is on.
Lights don't fly.
What? No, it's not. Wait, no, come on now. Inside of 11 miles.
1,000 to go.
Still at 3,000 to go. Check. I love putting my hand on top of all three of these levers. It's so awesome. Alright, here's 3,000. Stow the brakes. We'll continue to slow down. Slightly concerned I don't see the airport yet. Oh shoot, there it is. We're coming in at quite the shallow intercept. Let's go ahead, sidestep out 030 on the heading. Descend and maintain 2,000. We're cutting across all finals, that's alright. Good sidestep for 8 right. Am I showing you how to shoot RNAV? What's up, Gus? No, not today. No instructions today, Gus. No instructions today. We are high and fast, though. Level off here about 1,200, 1,000 feet. What? We're fine. Settle down. We're stable by 500 here. Back in my day, keep slowing up, looking for 135. Let's go flaps 40. Oh my gosh. Bumpy. Alright, runway in sight. That's what happens when I try to line up with wing view. 500 feet, we're stable. Gear down 3V, we're clear to land. Auto brakes disarm, we're doing manual brakes. Still a little bit fast. Golly.
Glide slope minimums.
Glide slope check. Look at that sinker. Oh my gosh, we smashed it. We smashed it. We smashed it. Again, a flaps 40 smasher. Jeez. A flaps 40 smasher. God. I even tried to come in low to milk it. Oh my word. Claire? Never heard of her. Oh my goodness. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how a wingnut likes to land his 737 IRL. My goodness. We just freaking smashed. Oh, man. Not a good one. We'll double back here. This is one thing I hate about taxiing in Houston. Foxtrot Golf, Foxtrot Alpha, Alpha 6, Golf, Golf 2, 4, 1, 3, 5 to the gate, 21-7. It's all the double taxiways in Houston. Just made Grandma's seat 18 3 inches shorter. Oh, shoot. Listen, I was trying to give you guys flap sounds. I think that landing made the toilet flush on its own. Jeez. Oh my goodness. Alright, we're down. Let's kill all these. That was a smash and a half. I'm going to stop the recording. Let's see if... let's see what the old Volanta says. What? It didn't give me, Oh, yeah, it did. Alright. Any guesses? Listen, my worst landing is some of y'all's best landings, alright? JJ, thanks for the $2. Anyone got Viking in my back? Oh, my word. A 550. Get the hell out of here with that 550. Ooh, we've got a couple of close ones. It's 347. A 347. Off to the hotel. Hey, look, exactly, your SimCFI. Someone else's problem now. Someone else's problem now. 3.47G. 3.47G, that would be a hard landing extreme report. Matter of fact, I don't even know if it probably could sustain it. Not the CRJ though. We know the CRJ won't sustain 3.4G, that's for sure. Wait, has there ever been an update? Did we ever get like a prelim report to the CRJ that crashed in Canada? Like what it was? Landing G load was 1.1. Oh my gosh. Wait, no, Wignut. No. I'm not 0 for 3 on the landing contest. I'm winning 1-0 because you had a double landing. If you bounce, it doesn't count, period. So you lost because you bounced. And we have to be in the same airplane. And you actually have to land flaps full. None of this, you know, ooh, flaps 25, I'm going to butter it. No. Erroneous. Let's open the window. I need some fresh air. This airport's actually pretty good. This FS Dream Team in Houston. Got the bridges, the service road. Look at the terminal. That looks great. FS Dream Team O'Hare, I only had it in 2020, and it was very hard on performance for me. I had a lot of perf issues with it. It was okay though, but I think it was also outdated, right? I don't know if there's been any updates. I'm taxiing as fast as I can. Crossing 1-8 right. We should have landed 1-8 right. Actually, what is our ground speed? Do a ground speed check here. We're doing 31 knots. It's about as fast as you want to go. see the yoke move when we hit those bumps? That was cool. Alright, let's take the next left turn. We're not going to shut down or anything. We're going to go straight to replay because I'm going to go straight to setting up for the FS labs. Because if I get asked one more time about the FS labs, I'm going to lab myself. So we are going to try FS labs today. Hayden, what's going on? The Speedbird. In your opinion, how's the... Jesus. Banned. Insta-banned. Simplify is insta-banned. You should fly the Tolus, but catfish with the FS Labs call? Oh my gosh, that would be funny, Gus. Like, I totally should. Talk about a troll move. Alright, let's take it into this ramp over here. I have no idea where it is. It's a nice little jetway, though. Actually, let's go park at the big boy terminal up here. This is a great looking airport. We might have to fly out of this. This is a great looking terminal over here. This is the older terminal. I think International is actually over there. But back in Continental days, this was probably it. Alpha 2 is the gate. Gosh, I love this livery though. Houston, Denver flight when? We're gonna fly this livery again. I love that gold ball. Erp. Good erp. Brakes are set. We're gonna not shut down. We'll turn the lights back on. We're gonna blast through this replay for the people. I have to finish my VATSIM test again, and we're gonna blast through the replay. Here we go. Don't forget to disconnect from the network. Let me load it up here. It's got to load in right here. The 727 is starting to grow on you, I can't lie. And Anical, I tell you what, man, it's a fun plane. It's fun, man. I think what I'm missing is a little extra immersion from the sounds. You know what? I think that's what it is. I think it's the external sounds. Maybe some working in the interior a little bit, but it's missing something to really put it over the top. But it's still a really fun airplane. I love hand flying. In my opinion, it's actually top 2. Oh my gosh. It's top 2, definitely, hand flying airplanes. It hand flies so well. You get this thing trimmed out, it's all pitch and power, and it just flies great. All right, here we go. Here, wing that. This makes me so happy. We'll get a speed one someday. Keep at it. Oh. Well, here you go. Wing up. This is what flaps 40 looks like for your full flap channel. I know you're too scared to go flaps 40, but this is what it looks like. Ooh. Ooh. And for those of you that say 2024 is a float simulator, let me introduce you Exhibit A, where if you have a floating airplane, you got a bad flight model, because there is no floaties. I'm flaring. I'm in the act of flaring. Watch that. And there is just no, it's like, nope, your flaps 40. Good night. Look at this. No, it wasn't a full bounce. It was one wheel. It was one wheel. Wing nut. Look, ready? We stayed down. Damn, we almost hit the wingtip there. Man, that is a real tight for the flap strike. Look at this. Let's go half speed. Is it just an optical illusion or that? Yeah, I guess it is. You don't have a whole lot of room. That's the anti-float flap. Hey, we held the nose off good. Look at that. Right on center line, chat. Let me drone cam this. This actually might look pretty sweet. Do a drone cam view. Like this, and we'll disconnect it. Alright, here we go. Watch this. Full flap likes to talk smack, but I think how many times you've landed full flap on your channel? Once? One time? Full flap simulations. He's got 15 videos. He landed one time full flaps. Oh my gosh, what a smash. There's no getting robbed on this one. 100% unavoidable, confirmed smasheroni. With that said though, sales coming up. I'm signing off. I've got some malware to install, and I've got some tests to take, and maybe get lunch here at some point. So you guys have been, thank you for the stream. I know there was a couple people wanted to fly along. I apologize we couldn't get a conga line of the 727. But hopefully by the next stream, it'll be better off. So I'll let you have this replay going into sunny, hot, humid Houston. And I don't know the timing on it yet, but be on the lookout. Make sure your alerts are on. FS Labs tonight. V1 Sim versus malware. We'll see you on the next one. Stay safe, healthy on V1. So.